Fox News alert and sad news. Senator Dianne Feinstein of California has passed away. The U.S. Senator was 90 years old.
A prime example of meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, the NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box. And if you like my channel, like my content, you can support me with the link in the description box. Everything is appreciated. And once again, just another push for the PSA. Please, if you're subscribe to my channel and you're not getting your notifications, because I'm starting to hear that from people, I'm not getting the notifications in my email. I think that's deliberate. I'm not going to get, that's a whole nother subject I've actually spoken about in the past. But check and make sure that your notification bell is on, because certain content does get suppressed. But let's talk about this now. As we know, Dianne Feinstein has passed away. And I'm not going to harp on that. I'm not going to celebrate that. She's a human being. I may not agree with her politics, but she is a human being, and I'm not going to play that game because I see a lot of it already on social media. I think it's callous and it's tasteless. Just because you disagree with somebody does not mean you rejoice in their death. But Gavin Newsom has picked her replacement. And if you remember, he said this.
Okay, we are out of time. I have to go to a break, but I have to. This is a yes or no answer that you could give me. Yeah. If in fact Dianne Feinstein were to retire, will you nominate an African-American woman to restore the seat that Kamala Harris is no longer in the United States Senate? And do you have a name in mind?
I have multiple names in mind. Yes no. We have multiple names in mind, and the answer is yes.
And true to his word, he has done exactly that. Not necessarily somebody who is qualified, just somebody who apparently carries enough infinity stones of wokeness for Newsom to get behind. Now, this person's name is LaPonza Butler. And the funny thing about her nomination is she does not live in California. She's actually registered to vote in Maryland and lives there and has some part-time residency in Washington, D.C. But because she's a buddy of Kamala Harris, I guess that was the leg up that she needed to get through the nomination, other than the fact that she's black, a woman, and a lesbian. And she hates men. Okay? I've watched a few videos of her since she came into the limelight with this nomination. And, well, she's a anti-patriarchy kind of feminist, need I say more. But when I say meet the new boss, same as the old boss, she is going to pretty much follow along with the Democrat Party's ideals, because Democrats aren't interested in putting somebody in office on meritocracy. They're interested in putting people in positions that will go with their agenda. Hence why we have a Fetterman. Hence why we had Jamal Bowman pulling a firearm. And the Democrats ardently defending him, despite the fact it's on video. Because they need these people just to go along with their agenda. They don't care if they're cognitive or even have the common sense that most human beings have. But I want to come into here. Gavin Newsom's pick to replace Feinstein appears to scrub online evidence of living in Maryland. An FEC filing, her employer's website, and her own social media account said LaPonza Butler lives in Maryland. California Governor Gavin Newsom's pick to replace the late Senator Dianne Feinstein in the Senate has been quick to scrub online evidence that she actually lives in Maryland. Now, I'm not a politician. I'm not upon these things, but I don't know if that's a requirement that you live in the state that you, I know you have to live in a state where you, if you're running for office, you have to live in that state. But being appointed by the governor due to a shortfall such as Feinstein passing away, I don't know for a fact if that's legal. My first thought is no, but once again, I'm not a politician. Screenshots of LaPonza Butler's account on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, show that she still listed her location as Maryland on Sunday when news of her selection was first reported. Her account has been updated and currently does not list any location. I wonder why. Butler, who is president of the pro-abortion group Emily's List, has a bio on the organization's website that was changed hours after the news of her Senate appointment came out, removing a reference to her living in Maryland. A previous version of her bio concluded with the sentence, "She lives in Maryland with her partner Neneki Lee and their daughter Nyla," which has since been removed. That's interesting. In addition to the online references to Maryland, a federal election commission filing from Emily's List also identified Butler as a resident of Silver Spring, Maryland, as recently as August 31st. Neither Emily's List nor Butler immediately responded to questions from Fox News, and they're not going to. But let me come out of here. Now, it's obvious that this person is going to follow, if not, this person's a radical. Let's be clear about that, right off the jump. So there's no doubt that she's going to follow along with the Democrats' agenda. And she is definitely going to be a thorn in the side of constitutionalists and gun owners. But like I said, Democrats are not interested in having qualified people in office. They want people who would follow their agenda. And this person's definitely going to be right in step with any anti-gun legislation that's going to come before them. And I wish I could say I'm surprised, but it's California. Gavin Newsom is a closet communist, so I'm not surprised at all. But this is what we're going to have to deal with at least until 2024 when elections come around again. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.